And now, to the millions and millions of listeners and viewers all across the globe, it's the That's Not Christian podcast. Yeah, what up, y'all? It's your boy Switch. I'm here with your man Jay. I'm here with your boy Ant. No Jimmy today. Well, what's going on, fellas? We back. We here, goody? Man.
What's good?
What's going on, man?
I'm melting. That long?
Huh?
You're
melting?
Yeah.
It's hot out there, man.
Crazy hot.
It's 90, but it feel like 100.
It's humid too?
Oh my gosh. It's terrible. That's why it feels like 100 because of the humidity.
It's just so that's the worst, man.
Yeah. Shouts out to everybody that's out there, man. If you listening on, you watching on YouTube right now.
Facebook, Twitter.
Twitter.
We appreciate it. Our audio only listeners. Shout
MySpace.
Nah, no MySpace.
Periscope.
Yeah, well, that's Twitter now. Shout out to the audio only listeners on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, everywhere else you're listening. We appreciate it.
Yes, sir. So what's going on, fellas? How was your weekend, man? Anything exciting happen?
Jeez, no, not really.
You do anything?
I can't even remember what I did.
Wow, that heat got you messed up. Man.
Yeah.
The heat or he was drinking. One of the two.
I'm going to go with the heat.
So you ain't do nothing? Yo, this weekend went by fast, man. At least for me.
Yo, we already going to be in July.
I know, right. It's crazy.
Next week is July 4th.
Right.
You got plans for the 4th? What y'all doing?
Barbecue, I guess. Pool. If it's going to be hot like this is all you can do.
Whoever calls us up, man, I'm going over there. Whoever calls me up. Yeah. But yeah, usually probably like the in-laws, barbecue.
Yeah.
Let's see, man. But if it's
ain't
hot,
nobody trying to go to the beach.
Nah, the beach gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
I might want to do the water park. I might want to do the water park though.
On 4th of July? Are you crazy?
On Monday. No, on Monday.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the day where
everybody's observing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told my wife to call out, take a sick day. We could go do it. We literally have like a water park that's 5-10 minutes away from us.
Oh, what park is that?
Yeah, it's called Splashdown Beach.
Oh,
never heard of it.
Yeah, it's a small park, but it's cool. Oh. Yeah, we want to go. So it'll be our first time checking it out.
Yeah,
small and crowded,
right? It's so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Switch? What you do?
I didn't do much. My wife went out. She went to hang out. She had like a girls' brunch, so she went out. I stayed home with the kids.
Okay.
And then Sunday.
Oh, the ladies from the church?
Yeah, sure. Nah, they went to this taco spot that we usually go to, but there's like 2 locations. So there's another taco spot. So they were chilling there. And then
so the Mexican spot does brunch?
Well, they went during brunch time, but you know, they had like the little tacos and all that. So it's like tapas, it's like little tacos, and they have like you can put shrimp, or they got fried chicken, they got all types of stuff. And they got pretty good drinks there too.
Oh, I thought they had like huevos rancheros or something.
Nah, it's Americanized. That joint is Americanized. And then on on Sunday.
Wait, this is not Taco Bell, right?
No, come on, man.
What good drinks you gonna get at Taco Bell?
Oh, I mean,
you get a Mountain Dew.
Isn't the fancy Taco Bells like serving drinks now or no?
They have fancy Taco Bells?
Yeah, you don't know?
Nah, yo. What's fancy about Taco Bell? Right, I mean, what is that?
Rather than a typical Taco Bell where, it's just, crap, but this one is like supposed to be nice interior, like very upscale type of thing.
You got to get seated, yo. There's a host.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They bring out your chalupas.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good, Joe.
Yo, them chalupas are banging, though.
Chalupas are banging, but they've been talking about they got mystery meat too. I'm good, Joe.
Them too? I know Subways. They said that about Subways.
Yo,
they got mystery fish, yo.
I love Subway, especially
you love the tuna.
Oh, I used to eat the tuna.
He's that guy, man.
Tuna.
Yo, after I read that, that's it. I'm not eating Subway anymore.
So what is it?
Oh, they don't know. They said they can't even. Know. They said they can't even identify it, yo. They said they can't identify the species.
Oh wow.
So then
it's an alien,
probably not real tuna then.
Nah, yo, it's not real nothing.
It's the chicken from the sea.
Right.
Y'all remember that?
Yo, that joint is imitation crab.
Oh,
the crab with a K. Nah, but even that is fish though, right? They use fish for that.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. Guess I ain't never having Subway again.
Wow.
If it tastes good, what? If it tastes good, what's the problem?
Yo,
bro, that's not real.
It was tuna all the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Right? It is weird.
What is that, yo? You
so they mixed
you can't get with what?
I don't know.
Baking powder, baking soda. Yo, they cutting the tuna. They stepping on the tuna, yo.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yo, y'all seen your boy, man? I'm back on Twitter, man. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
All this YP.
YP got you back on Twitter?
He motivated you to get back on Twitter?
Nah, because you know what it is that
there was mad stuff going on.
We run the Twitter page as a joint, right? So I may express views that you guys probably don't agree with, right? Or you guys might express views that I don't agree with, right? So I want to make sure, like, yo, if I say something, it's on my Twitter and not using the That's Not Christian Twitter. So,
okay. Oh, so it was because I tweeted about you and mentioning the Knicks.
Huh? What about the Knicks?
You put it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's why you was like, okay, I need a.
That was one of it, but that was like.
But I was joking, by the way.
No, I know, but I'm saying like, y'all not all Knicks fans, you know what I'm saying? And I'm over here rooting for the Knicks, and then, it's something as simple as that. But there's other things that are going on in CHH and all that. So if I want to say something publicly, I don't want it to be like, oh, this is a reflection of our whole podcast.
True.
Yeah, Jimmy does that too. Jimmy knows, like, yo, I'm gonna just. If I got something to say that's spicy, I'm gonna say it from my Twitter, not the That's Not Christian. But yo, I went back onto my Twitter.
Yeah, me too.
I haven't been on my Twitter since 2000 and no, that's not true. I think like 2 years ago I signed back in, but before I haven't tweeted really since 2013. And my 2013 days and was crazy.
I'm glad you didn't mix that up with TNC.
So I got back on and I had like 8,000 tweets and I'm reading through the tweets and I'm like, yo, what was I saying? I'm bugged out, bro. I'm like, how do I clean these tweets? And thank God for Jay. Jay was like, yo, here's an app. That joint cleaned out all them joints, sent them straight to the Sea of Forgetfulness, kid. Joints is gone.
He pulled a Chrissy Teigen, yo.
He was. You saw how quick he was. I was sending, and all of a sudden it's deleted. I was like, oh man.
Nah, that app was. I was trying to figure out. I was like, yo, I need to delete this because I mean, some people would keep it because they'll be like, "Oh, you see how a person has grown," but I just felt like, it was too vulgar, and somebody could screenshot it, right? Somebody could use it against you in the long term.
I mean, they're doing it to Kevin Hart. They did
they're
it to
canceling people. You know what I'm saying?
Else, yeah.
I know. I was like I was going at Skip Bayless.
Oh yeah. So how does it work? You had to put like a date range or something?
Nah, you just sign in. You sign into your app, and then it says
Bryson. Shout out to Bryson.
Oh, Bryson, what up, baby? Yeah.
Speaking of Twitter, yeah.
So I basically signed in through the app, and then the app allows me to delete all it allows me to delete all the tweets from there. So you just sign into the app, and then you just put what date you wanted to delete all the previous tweets. I had 8,000 tweets, you know what I'm saying? Of me wilding and cursing and stuff like that. So thank God for that app, man.
Yeah. But now talking about cancellation and stuff, Bryson got his album taken off of Spotify.
No, it was a song. It was a song.
It was just one song?
No, I read it was the album. Hold up.
Was it the whole album? Bryson, was it the album? I thought it was a song.
I think it was like, one song.
Because that was like, what the heck? How you just take that man's whole album?
Yeah, just a song. Yeah, it was a song.
Okay.
Yeah, because he was trying to go back and forth. He went with the distributor to Spotify, trying to go back and forth, trying to find out why. They didn't even give him a reason.
Yeah, they took the entire album off Bandcamp.
That's crazy.
Yeah, see,
who did you piss off, Bryson?
Everybody.
Yeah,
I'm surprised he's replying on Facebook before they.
Right, I'm surprised he's even on Facebook, yo.
Right,
he might get zucked.
But he had gotten muted before, right? Like he had been on like what was it, Twitter jail or Facebook jail or something like that.
I mean,
they be locking Bryson.
There definitely is a heavy attack on people that are mad vocal. He says, I piss off a lot of people. I just got back from being suspended. Exactly, on Facebook.
See?
Yeah.
That's wild.
And that's something like with the conservatives, like that's their thing. Like, why is it our post and I'm saying we, not me per se, but when they speak about it, they're like, why every time we post something, they be blocking it. You know what I mean? Or
why
they be banning it, or they what's this girl's name? Banned Blonde, right? Like she had mentioned how she got her I think her IG account banned as well. So it's crazy.
Bryson getting it from every angle. He said the conservatives don't like him now. Left don't like him now. So he getting hit left and right, yo.
I mean, you can't please everybody. It's just
you can't.
Well, you can't please as a Christian, you can't please the world, right? So it's just gonna happen that way.
So people are gonna pick and choose. They're with you here. Facebook will be with you today, and then YouTube will be gone tomorrow, right?
Well, what was in the way? I want to know, Bryson, what was in the song that made them want to take that specific song out of all the songs?
Amen, Bryson. Right. What was in there that was any different? Because I mean, a lot of the stuff he's pretty consistent in what he says and what he raps about. So why that particular song?
Right. Like we've heard stuff from him that's
the gun toting joint.
I said being trans ain't real.
You said that during the month too, huh?
Yeah.
There you go.
That's what happens.
Okay.
I
guess we can't mention them or say nothing about that because we're gonna get pulled.
they about to pull this whole episode.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know why this one. I say controversy in most songs,
but he said this is Noah's month. That's right, yo.
That's what I said.
Yo.
You're right though. But it
for real.
It's crazy the steps that these corporations are willing to take to
it's crazy because if you listen to hip hop music, it's all degrading and about killing and about sex and all that's crazy stuff, and they don't cancel none of that. But this man says something that's true, right? Like we know it's true, and oh my goodness,
you get banned.
It don't make no sense.
You could shoot up a whole block drink all the Henny you want and put a pill in someone's drink, and it's a hit.
Right.
Number one, billboards.
Right.
And they got you performing on the BET Awards.
Right. Look. Eminem and Game Bangers don't get. But yo, Eminem, he kills his baby mother every album, yo.
Eminem made fun of the. I always bring this up, the shooting that happened at the MGM Grand.
Oh,
he said,
yeah,
He said it was a fly bar, I ain't gonna front. But he said, I'm Steve Paddock with this automatic. Like, bro, like this is a mass shooting that happened. Like, people lost their family members.
Yeah,
it's not the first
and it's
time
like
he did that, yo.
It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's crazy. But again, there's no like his songs don't get banned from nothing, yo. They'll play it on the radio.
Yeah. But Bryson gonna be good, man. He gonna keep doing his thing, and
Bryson's straight.
He's
gonna make another song.
Word.
And he still got people that follow him. So
right.
You know, he said he ain't doing it for the world anyway. He doing it to please God. So
praise God. That's dope.
That's a fact. So you guys did you guys see what happened in Miami?
Oh, the building
collapse?
Yes.
That was crazy.
So there's crazy like conspiracies and crazy like stories of the phones ringing from these people, like as if they're trying to contact the families. Like, oh man, that's wild.
Oh yeah, like the grandparents, right? Called their grandchild like 15 times or something like that. Like the phone was repeatedly calling them.
Yeah, and they can't they don't hear anything like anybody talking, whatever. It's so faint.
I think that they found them dead as well.
Oh man, really?
Yeah. There's still 150 something people that are unaccounted for.
That's wild.
And they found 10 dead so far.
That's crazy. So the building just like what out of nowhere decided to collapse.
They said they've been there. Then they said they did research on it, or like back in the 90s or something. There was a professor that did research and said that the building was sinking.
What?
Yeah, they've been saying that Miami is sinking. I know you have mentioned that, Jay, or one of you guys mentioned it.
Yeah.
But so they have an inspection every, I think, 40 years or something like that. Because this was built in like the 1980s, this building. And I think they were doing their roof, and they were saying that it's possible that there was too many materials up in the what do you call that? Up in the up on the roof. So they were like, yo, the roof might be too heavy. And then they also said that it's possible that they could have hit something or drilled something that could have caused that collapse. So they're not sure. They're still investigating. They don't want to write anything off yet. But
what's crazy is like it wasn't like the entire building, right? It was just like a certain section of it.
Yeah, it was just a certain section of it.
Man, that is crazy.
Yo, in life, like you see that and you're just like, yo, you could just be chilling in your crib, like, and it's your day, like that's it. Like the Lord's calling you that day.
Ain't that wild?
It is, man.
But yeah, it's such a sad story.
Yeah,
our prayers go out to those families.
Definitely, man. That was pretty heartbreaking, man. I've heard some other stories, man. Like just people, like you see their family explaining their stories, like, oh, this person on, you know what I mean? It's just like, wow.
Yeah. It is sad, man.
They're saying Miami's sinking though, right?
They said in 30 years, right? It'll be out of here.
Yeah, that's what studies show. But people say that they always say things like that.
Right. I mean, that particular narrative has been, well, I don't want to say narrative, but they've said that about Manhattan, Miami, California. California's been saying that they're going to, because of the San Andreas fault, it's going to pretty much, be detached from the United States. This has been for years.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Who knows? It might be possible. I mean, and then another thing with Miami particularly is obviously all the erosion that happens with every year. There's hurricanes and more hurricanes, and you get more than one. So,
yeah, Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see what Bryson. Yo, Bryson, it should be working. I'll send it to you.
Yeah. Oh, we appreciate that, man.
Yeah,
Bryson
thank you.
says, to donate. Praise God. But yeah, man.
Thank you.
What'd you send? You sent it to him already?
Not what you have it. You can send it to him.
I was trying to.
You trying to put it up here? Oh, you can put it up here too. Yo, I'm only seeing Facebook comments on here.
Yeah, I'm not sure anybody on.
Is our YouTube working?
YouTube, yeah, I see Jimmy talking on there. Kyle, even Bryson was on there first.
Oh wow.
Interesting.
Probably having an issue. We can't see y'all comments on Facebook. I mean on
YouTube, no.
On YouTube, guys. So
yeah, I'm looking at it now. Jimmy said jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams. Yo, that's what it looked like. It reminded me of that, Jimmy, to be honest. But I didn't want to get into the conspiracy theories because I felt bad, man. Just even thinking about the families that were in there.
Seriously.
You know what I'm saying? Like outside of the conspiracy theories, but when you even think about that, you be like, man, all of that happened for that. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, and you just think about like, I mean, like I've seen families. There was this lady that came to the hall, and she was like, you know, you guys got to do a better job. Like my members of suffering could be suffering under there. You know what I mean? In that collapse. Right. So just to think about that, like how your family member died. You know what I mean? And probably suffered, and yeah, man, our hearts and our prayers, and may God send the workmen and the soldiers to help out over there, man. Because that joint is sad. Yeah, and a reminder to how quick human life is, man. Like when you don't expect it, it can happen. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, yeah, man. It's wild, y'all.
For real. But yeah, man.
There we go.
Well, there we are. There we go.
All the YouTube comments just started popping up.
It just popped up. There we go. We back in business, baby. Hey, Bryson, I put the Gmail up there for the PayPal. That should work.
You send it to him on YouTube.
You said, I hope I sent this to the right PayPal.
Yeah. Just got the email, Bryson. Appreciate it.
Yo, thank you, brother.
Yo, $1 million. Let's go.
Yo, this is a generous dude, Joe.
Appreciate that, Bryson.
Yo, Derek Chauvin, sentence.
Yeah.
22.5 years.
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't laughing at that. My bad, yo.
No. I know what you say.
I was just catching up on the what's it called?
There was some pushback from people saying that this wasn't justice. He should have gotten more years.
What's crazy is, and I put this in the comments of the video that we made. That I was surprised, honestly, that the judge gave him more than the minimum. Because the minimum
more than the maximum. Right?
Oh, sorry. No? I'm sorry. Yeah, the maximum.
Yes, the maximum was 15.
15. And he got 22.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I didn't know you can do that.
Yeah, and prosecutors wanted 30, but they didn't get it. So 22.5.
So, but my thing is, why did he give that extra time? And not saying that I disagree with it, but
so there's some law in what state was this again? Michigan, Milwaukee,
Wisconsin. Excuse me.
Whatever state it was. There's a state law that says if anything happens, like what happened with George, they have like this law that show that if there's any kids involved or if there's anything that's like, I guess, extra that happened with the death of George Floyd or anybody, then the judge can take that into consideration to add more years or whatever. Okay. Yeah, because so one of the things was there was kids there where everything happened, right? Because they had the two girls, I think, that was recording. So obviously they witnessed that, and then the prosecutors used that and said, well, now they witnessed somebody, die right in front of them. This is going to cause, psychological issues and all this other stuff, which, it can happen. And then the other, I guess, quote unquote, excuse or law is that the fact that he had his neck on his knee on his neck for such a long period of time, the judge felt that that was like, I guess, like excessive.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Because when he had mentioned the sentencing, he was like, "This isn't influenced by the media,
Right.
by anything else, but by what we think you deserve." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So then the extra, I'm like, well, why did they give the extra?
Jimmy says judge gave him more than the max, so BLM wouldn't burn down the Louis store.
It's Minneapolis. Stand corrected on
I
that.
See that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Fresh as well. Appreciate you. He said Minneapolis, yes.
Even though he got a Tom Brady hat, but it's all good.
Yeah, I mean,
right.
It's all good.
Well, yeah, man.
You know what's funny? I thought that I was like, oh well, they're getting ready because we were live streaming the case and the sentencing, and the fact that they stopped, and like I had a little like 15-minute break for the judge to come and say, okay, this is what's going on, blah blah blah. I was like, wow, they're probably getting ready, like the protesters, everything, whatever's happening.
Okay, get them out of there.
Yeah, like get him out of there safely, soundly. Because I thought it was just gonna be, he had his remarks. His mom talked. The brother of George Floyd talked, and then I was like, okay, here comes the sentencing. No, 15-minute break. Let everybody breathe, and then the judge comes out and says what he has to say.
Now, did he say it? Did he? Because he said he gave everything down in like a written statement. But did he come? Because I didn't watch it. Did he just come out and say?
Derek?
The judge.
Yeah, I mean, he said, hey, this isn't because of the media or anything like that, but this is gonna happen. You're getting. He said 260 months.
Oh, okay.
Something
70,
like that.
I think 270.
270. And then people were like even Derek was like kind of like, okay, how many years is that?
Yeah, he still had that crazy look on his face.
Yeah.
And he did what, like 99 days?
Yeah. Which I believe the judge said count towards his sentence.
Yeah, you have that as served time.
Yeah, served time.
Time served. I'm sorry. That's the right way. Yeah. What about Derek comments to the family?
What the whole
comments?
Well, are you saying the fact that he's sorry and all that stuff, or are you saying the part where there's gonna be more
information that's gonna come out?
That was weird.
That will, I think he was saying something like comfort the family, right?
Yeah.
Well, that would be, yeah.
But that was weird. I was like,
well, what information?
Why didn't that come up during the whole trial?
That was eerie. I'm like, yo, what are you gonna do? Kill yourself? Is that gonna be the new information or something? Like,
man.
I mean, not to speak that into existence, but what kind of information is gonna come out? I guess because they're gonna appeal it, right? So
I'm sure they will.
They're gonna appeal it, and then they're gonna try to give some other information that maybe wasn't involved in this case. I don't know.
But that's my question. Why would they wait till now or after this sentencing for that? Why didn't they just do it during the whole entire case?
That was the backup. Who knows, man?
Maybe it came after. Who knows?
I mean, so what they expect? Okay, now instead of 22.5, what, he's gonna be out in like 3 years or a year, like Tekashi?
That could happen. That happened to that one cop, and it was the same. It was in Minnesota as well.
Uh-huh.
It was Minneapolis, or it might have been in Milwaukee though, where the cop shot the lady. It was a black cop shot a white lady, and they sentenced him to 12 years. He came back and appealed, and he was out in like 30 days.
Wow.
So,
and what did they sentence him to?
They gave him that murder 3, that same charge that they tried to hit Chauvin with.
Wow. And in 30 days he was out.
Yeah.
That's cool. Imagine that happens, bro.
The city was awarded the family money, but he's free. He's free.
Wow. Imagine that.
What about the other? What about the other officers?
Yeah, what's up with that? I haven't heard anything about that at all.
I mean, you're probably not gonna hear about it. It's just not,
But
mass
they
media
didn't
attention.
no
There was
charges, no.
not that I know of. Not, at least not during Derek's part. You know.
Wow.
I mean, again, they're not gonna talk about it. It has nothing to do with Derek.
He was a scapegoat
Yeah, that's
for
what you
everybody.
said.
He took the fall.
Yeah.
Well, not the scapegoat because he did what he did, but he took the fall for everybody. I mean, you would think they was all helping.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Emmanuel Gonzalez says, "What do y'all think about the statues going up of Floyd?"
I'm not with it.
I'm
not with it per se. I'm not with statues of people, but hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's weird. It's weird. Just the whole thing. I don't know. I mean, it's wrong what happened, but throwing up statues everywhere.
Yeah.
Right now, you got that old Chapo, bro.
Yeah. Word.
Oh,
What? Yeah. Why you figure it out? Fresh as well says the biting whispering was weird. What?
Oh yeah, remember the video?
Of Biden talking, right?
Biden.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
I see Democrats, Republic. Nah, he ain't say that, but it was weird. It definitely was weird. But I feel like people OD like, oh, this is, like he was changing his tone. You know what I mean? To me, he was just changing his tone. The whispering. What you thought? You thought it was? I mean, I thought it was weird. Don't get me wrong, but I didn't think I think people were like making it bigger than what it was. He whispered. He just to change his tone of what he was saying. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I mean, I didn't watch the full video, and I don't know the context of it. I just saw the TikTok clip of it, and then he says that he got them, X amount of money, which I think he's talking about the infrastructure plan.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't know. It kind of seemed like whoever he's talking to, like he's talking to him like a child, because he literally like bends over and starts whispering. So
that's the thing, because like even we did it. We did the clip right with the Yin Yang twins, right? Like, let me whisper.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's just a clip, but the whole part he was talking regular, and then he said those words, and then he went back to talking regular, and then he whispered again, and then that was it. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was weird. Don't get me wrong, and it was funny. It was hilarious. You know what I'm saying?
Jimmy says, "Hey, little mama, let me whisper."
Hey, little mama.
Oh man, Brooklyn, what's up? Brooklyn says he's working with Little John trying to remix America. Oh man,
that's crazy.
It is.
But yeah, George Floyd statue. Did you what y'all feel about that? Y'all with it?
I mean, I think the one here in New York wasn't paid for by our taxes. It was non for profit.
Okay.
Which actually got vandalized.
Right.
Not long ago. So, I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm so used to statues being for people who are, heroes in a sense, or they did some sort of accomplishment. But I don't know. I don't know about George Floyd. I mean, his situation and everything that happened, yeah, unfortunate. But to paint him as a hero for something, I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
And are we gonna do this for every situation as police brutality, or like are we gonna, you know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, like I know that the George Floyd situation was very different, as far as how the media took it, and as far as how society took it, right? Mm-hmm. Similar to like Rodney King, you know what I mean? Like we won't ever forget these events that happen, right? Because there are other people that have died, Trayvon and stuff like that. But this was one of those events.
And I don't think there's a statue for Trayvon, to my knowledge.
Yeah. But people been doing this for years. I mean, it's not only statues, people do memorials, right? Or they do the murals on the wall, in ways to commemorate stuff.
And cool, because that stuff it's not really permanent, like that. but it is what it is. Jimmy says, "What does this verdict change anything? How do these statutes help prevent police brutality?" Right. I mean,
right.
I don't know if the people who are making these statues or putting these statues up expect that to happen, but you're right. Like, I don't think it changes anything.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Shout out to DJ LNF. Thanks for dropping by.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah. It is what it is, right?
Yep. Shouts out to everybody that's out there. What else we got? We got a pastor slept with an MLB player, baseball player's wife, while counseling them.
That's wow.
I just read the headline. I didn't read much into it, but
that's the Carl Lentz vibes.
I'm glad that we can't understand what you're saying, even though I caught what you said.
I heard it choppy. I definitely heard something.
Yeah.
It's a Carl Lentz vibes.
Why you gotta go there, man?
You know that's this man's mentor, man.
Wow. Yo, that's crazy, right? You're going for marriage counseling, and your pastor go back and get your wife.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I would do.
I would grab. If I'm a baseball player, I would grab my bat, right? Because I'm pretty good at swinging. I'm just playing.
Oh, LNF says Pastor hit a home run. Yeah, he definitely did.
Pastor was foul. He did that when that's so foul.
Damn, bro, I'm gonna have to mute you because you're gonna have to fix that, bro.
There you go. Underground.
Yeah. Yeah, Jimmy says, I feel there was a story floating of a pastor in CHH doing that. Oh, man. I mean, there's so many things that happen in this world that goes on in churches and passes this, and, you know, sin is whack.
Sin is whack, for sure.
You know? Brooknam says, I just heard California has banned travel to Florida, among other states. Is that true?
What?
What's good in California? Oh, I haven't heard that. What, because of the new
Delta variant?
Damn, why you had to say it though? Jeez.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. And you're back on, but you're still looking choppy, FYI. Wow, that's weird. I do know, and I sent this to the TNC Telegram channel. So if you're not following us, hit the link in the description. That the UK is Hong Kong is banning UK from traveling to their country because of this new thing that's getting really popular now. So
why? Because it's big in UK right now.
Yeah, right now in UK is going crazy. So it looks like Hong Kong seems to be the first. I could be wrong. Seems to be the first, city or country that is banning any travel from the UK, particularly.
Yeah,
similar to how we did initially with China and stuff. So
China,
but I don't know if Brooklyn you're referring to that. So could be something else.
And you got people that got the V word, right? Who can still catch this variant, right?
Yeah, and there was another article I sent as well to the Telegram chat was HWO actually is saying that we need to be wearing the masks even if you are vaccinated.
Are they still with that?
Yeah, they still with that. So, that's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's wild.
So it's like, are you joking with us, or like, is this serious? Like, and then it's like, can you imagine the United States says, "Yo, everybody got to mask up again,"
Right.
Can you imagine what happens? Like people were gonna, you know, run through the White House.
Yo, Jay said Ant needs to be fired. Dude spent his stimmy on crab legs instead of high speed Wi-Fi.
Yo, says the guy that's not even on, yo.
Yeah, I have no idea what you said, bro.
Yeah, bro. We can't hear you, man.
Yo, restart everything. I'm gonna remove you.
Have a nice day.
But yeah, yeah, it's wild. It's wild.
Yeah, so back to the MLB player. No, the pastor sleeping with the MLB player. He's getting a divorce. The MLB player, right? He's filing for a divorce.
Is the pastor getting a divorce, or was he married?
Well, I don't know much about the pastor. Like I said, I just read the headline. I don't know the details like that.
Yeah, I mean,
I just thought it was pretty wild.
It is. It is.
Especially to have your shepherd, like that's someone that you confide in. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And you know that when it comes to counseling, it's not just like a one session thing. Like they've been at it for a minute.
Right.
You know.
And it's and it's on both sides too. You know what I'm saying? Not just the pastor, but the wife herself. I mean, you know, who knows what situation they've been going through, or you know, what was the reason they needed that counseling. And sometimes counseling is not always bad, right? Like sometimes it's just you have somebody who you're accountable to, and you know they give insight to your marriage, and your marriage may be great, but you still go to counseling. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So who knows if this was because they were struggling with their marriage, or the marriage was fine, but just for them both parties to do that is crazy, man.
It is wild. Speaking about families, did you see the game calling out his kids?
Yeah, man.
Because
I saw that.
Because they didn't, hit him up on Father's Day and all this other stuff.
You gotta hit your dad up, man.
I guess.
Whoa, what's going on there?
I'm just saying.
Is your dad gonna come out being like, "Yo, my son ain't hit me up"?
What? Say that again.
Is your dad gonna be on some, "Yo, my son ain't hit me up for Father's Day"? Is that why you said that?
Nah, not at all. I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know the kind of relationship they have with the game as their dad, and maybe they just feel like, he's not really my dad, or I don't see him as my dad, and didn't call him. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, but do you think so when he calls out his kids, do you think it's kind of like a two-way street where he could have called them and see how they doing type of thing?
Yeah. Well, I mean, on Father's Day, I don't know. Yeah. Like those are your kids. Like they should shoot a text. But it depends, like if what he got, like kids, or he has some adult kids who have kids. Because like my pops hit me before I hit him. You know what I'm saying?
But my dad, of your fathers.
Yeah, my dad wakes up early though. Like
yeah.
He's hitting me at 6 a.m. while I'm in my third dream. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I don't know. But I also am not like the dude that's always like, gotta post my father and like, oh, this is the best dad. Like I let my dad know that, like, man, exactly. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not just on Father's Day. Like I always try to affirm my dad that, I appreciate him. I appreciate everything he's done for me. And I'm one of those fortunate people that my dad is a believer, and my mom as well. So, just that relationship, you know what I'm saying? When you're struggling with things, or you're need advice, you know what I'm saying? And you have someone who's been serving God for a long time, it's just a blessing, you know what I'm saying? I always go back to someone did a preaching. They were talking about Who's that dude that they say he transcended? It was it Enoch. I think Enoch, right? Enoch walked with the Lord, and then they say he transcended, right? That he didn't die.
Yeah.
His son is, I believe, the oldest man in the Bible, and there was a minister saying about just how much Enoch's walk reflected on his son's walk. You know what I'm saying? Because of his relationship with God and how he poured that out into his own son. You know what I'm saying? And of course, like right now, like age doesn't matter, right? Like you can be a man of God and pass away at 50 or 90. You know what I mean? But it was just pretty interesting during that time and that wisdom. So yeah, man, praise God for all the good fathers out there. You know what I'm saying? And women, I'm sorry, females, if you're a single mom, don't be stealing all day, all right?
Yo, I saw a post about that.
Because we don't do that to y'all. When it's Mother's Day, we don't go around saying, yeah, it's
Father's Day.
Shouts out to all the single pops out there on Mother's Day.
Yeah. I remember seeing a post about that, and people was like, you know what? That's so true, you know? And I was like, dang, I don't know if you want to go against the single moms right now.
Yo. I mean, like I had a discussion with my wife about it. She had her points, you know what I'm saying? Because she was a single mom for a minute.
Okay.
She was just saying that, she had to teach her daughter, at this case it was her daughter, a lot of things, and that the father wouldn't teach or whatever. So I get it. I just don't feel like.
Oh, so she wanted to celebrate Father's Day as well?
Nah, she's good now. She got me.
No. I'm saying, but before.
No. Nah, I don't think she did, but she was just saying I understand it. Like I understand that there's women that feel that way. But I was just like, nah, like there's roles that a father can provide.
Absolutely.
That I don't think that a female mom can provide. I might get banned for that if that goes viral.
Yeah. Jimmy says the game got the Father's Day he deserved.
Yeah. Okay. Kyle Manning says Father's
Day is overrated.
Yeah.
All right. Are you? Well, never mind. I'm not even gonna ask. Jimmy also says my pops hit me up on set talking about Happy Father's Day. What's funny is yesterday was Dominican's Father's Day out in the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
So. DJ LNF says all these rappers my sons Happy Father's Day today.
Oh.
Shots fired.
That's funny.
Yeah.
The rappers be doing that all the time.
Word.
I've done that.
Chef says single moms ain't dads. At the end of the day, my wife raised a son by herself for a bit, and she hates when women try to claim that Father's Day stuff.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Agree.
Yeah. So
I agree. I mean, shouts out to the single moms. I mean, it is difficult.
Absolutely.
And I think there's been like reports, right? Like if you're single and you're raising a child, like the financial aspects, right? Like the statistics have been like it's harder for you to, get that I'm like their tax bracket or their financial abilities because they have a child. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it does take a wear and tear on them. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
For real.
Yeah. So what else we got? I think that was it.
That's all that's on the docket, man. But we could talk about whatever. You know us.
That's true. What you want to bring up?
Yo, by the way, this is Josh Cook. Not sure why I logged me into my old account. Oh, so Cook is really a chef. All right, I see that. Chef Bird.
All right.
Okay.
All right. We'll have to have a side conversation, sir.
Yeah.
See what's going on with all these YouTube channels?
He was really in the kitchen cooking.
Matter of fact, Chef, hit that subscribe button before you go anywhere.
For what? He doesn't even log into that account.
Hey, every subscriber counts. He's a subscriber. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So. Yo, who we got Wednesday?
Oh, Wednesday, we got a chop shop with Lavoisier Cornerstone, aka Voss. And
Nice.
we're gonna talk about real estate. So if you're looking to buy a home, if you have a home, if you just want to learn about real estate and all that stuff, Wednesday is the day you need to be on this channel. If you're on audio only, it would only be on YouTube. So make sure you come subscribe so that way you get the notifications. So
get that real estate stuff going.
yeah,
Yo,
you was doing your real estate stuff, no? Are you still doing it?
yeah, let's not talk about that.
Oh, all right.
My wife has been getting on me about it. All right, so this is the thing. I had my real estate license many, many years ago. I was a real estate salesperson. I worked with my uncle for 3 years, I believe. I let it go. I never renewed it. Me and him kind of had a disagreement about how to do things. And when you got your real estate license, you got to be sponsored by a broker. And I just didn't want to work with another broker. And I went to do like my own thing anyway. So I did something else that was pretty lucrative at that point too. So recently my wife was like, yo, I want you to get your real estate license. You know, market is booming, da 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 da. So I think it was I don't even know. It was one of the holidays, right? She got me the course, but it's all online. It's nothing but reading. It's just read. There's no video modules. There's
was that how it was?
No instructor.
3 years ago?
No. Okay. So when I went to get my real estate license, that was in 2010, I think. So that was years ago. So that was the actual class that I went to. You know, instructor was there. You know, the school had like a 70% or 75% passing ratio for the students. They taught you well. This thing is like an online course, and I just got to read, and then do quizzes. There's no video modules. There's nothing. And I don't know, man. I got my ADD, and I just can't finish that joint. I need an instructor. I need someone in front of me that's talking to me day to day, or a video module that's just taking me through. Now I pass the quizzes, like I take the quizzes, but some of the, the real estate in New York is divided into 75 hours. So it's a 75-hour course, but some of those chapters you have to do an hour and a half, 2-hour courses. And it's just reading. You're just basically reading.
But don't you remember everything that you took from way back then?
Yeah, you do, but you have to go. You have to go through that 75 hours. So you got to sit there and be on your computer for 2 hours straight or an hour and a half of just reading. And me, I can't. I just get ADD. I get bored. I get tired. I'm like, yo, absolutely. I'm done. So that's what's really killing me. Like, it's my own laziness, right? In a way, because hey, it's there, right? It's an opportunity. But I just feel like I want that in person or interaction. I feel like it'll make the process a little easier.
So I mean, I guess we're kind of getting started on the convo with Wednesday, but with your real estate license, how long do you have until you have to like renew it or whatever?
Every 2 years.
Oh, every 2 years. And so you have to pay a certain amount to, and then do you have to take like a mini quiz, or this is like your car registration or your license?
It's like an updated course. It's like a couple hour course or something like that, just to keep you up to date with the laws, because things change as the years go by.
Gotcha.
You know, real estate is expensive though. Like, people just think, oh, you just get into real estate and you're gonna make money. Like, first you got to get a broker that's gonna sponsor you, and then you got to pay your MLS fees, which, you know, can run you $200 or whatever, $300 a year.
So license and then MLS fees.
Yeah, you get your license first. First you take the school test. You got to pass the school test. So
right.
You take a 75-hour course. You pass that school test. Once you do that, you book your date for your real estate license. You go to the the place where they have the proctors and all that. You take the test. Once you pass that, then you're able to you become a real estate salesperson. But you still need a broker to sponsor you. So you got to go to a real estate broker and say, hey, can you sponsor me? Then you got to pay your MLS fees because you have to register with MLS. Yeah, so it's a pretty extensive process to get the real estate license. But real estate agents, I mean, and we'll ask this for Voss on Wednesday. I mean, they're doing well, man. I mean, they're selling over the market price.
It's definitely a seller's market now. But I guess the real real estate agents that shine are the ones where it's not a seller's market.
Oh, like a buyer's agency?
Like it's it's a buyer's market where it's not crazy hot, and instead of selling a house before we came on air and was saying that a couple of houses around where he lives literally sold within the day after. So
right.
You don't see that when the market is, not that hot. It'll be like 30 days maybe to close on the house.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes some listings stay on there months. They would stay on there months, 2-3 months before
you sell.
We were fortunate enough because my uncle has a real estate. He has a construction company. So basically, the sponsors, the people the investors will have him renovate the apartment and sell the apartment for them. So there was some time where he'll be renovating the apartment. He had brick wall. His apartments, the layouts are beautiful. So people would already see the vision from like another apartment and say, oh, okay, I want that. So they'll buy they'll close even before he finishes the apartment.
Wow.
So they, and he said that was his bread and butter. Like the construction wasn't really making him that much money. It was consistent and he'll get money from it. But the bread and butter was the real estate. And then that was me. So what they gave me was the listing, the rentals. So I had like an apartment building and I was just renting out all day, people paying brokers fees 2 times a month's rent, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Stuff like that. So, and then, you take those people that are not interested in that property or that rental, and that's how you become their agent. You say, hey, well, you don't like this, I can find you something else. And that's how you keep it consistent, It's not always just what you sell is like, all right, let's go to this place, or I got these other listings, or I can call this broker up. You're doing the work for them. Gotcha. So it's pretty cool because it's not like a pushy salesman kind of job. Either the person likes it or they don't. It's not like you try to convince or rebuttal. You just say, hey, do you like this? You know what I'm saying? Is this something you're interested in? And, you use certain keywords, right? Like if apartment is small, you say cozy. Cozy 2-bedroom, 5-minute walk to transportation, 30 minutes from the city, like stuff like that.
Yeah. As I'm looking for homes and stuff, that now that you're saying that, I'm starting to see people put it in the description. I was like, oh, cozy. Small.
Yeah. It's cozy.
Yeah. And then the ones that say, 30 minutes from the city, 3 hours then. Because they're not factoring in traffic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Needs TLC. Jimmy says needs TLC. That means what? That you need a, demo it?
Yeah. Needs TLC. Needs tender love and care.
Yeah. But that means that's code for, you're going to have to spend a lot of money to fix this place up.
Yeah, exactly. But it's cool, man. I mean, you meet some cool people. It's a dope business, man. And you can make some really good money,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
quick. Yeah. I'm not quick. When you first start, you have to build up, I guess what they say, your pipeline, right? Because even if you're doing rentals, people usually move in on the 1st or the 15th or whatever it may be, But once you get like that pipeline, you got consistent money coming in. You know what I mean? My uncle was collecting like $20,000, $30,000 checks in closings. That was just for him.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's crazy. How many houses did you sell when you had your real estate license?
I did rentals, so I was doing the.
Oh, so you did
aspect.
no say?
I know you mentioned. I did. Well, I did. We did do. I did the condos too. So co-op.
Okay,
I'm
condos.
sorry, not condos, co-ops.
Okay,
because we had those buildings, and then my uncle would be like, "Oh, show this apartment," you know what I mean? And you know, I would get. So you get. I think the commission in New York is like 6%. So whatever the closing sale is, you get 6%. The broker gets 6%, and then you can get
standard. Like you can't even negotiate that.
They can negotiate it. They can do 5%, 4%, but it depends because if you got a real estate agent, you got to split that with them, right? And the real estate agent can make 50% of that 6%. So let's say the broker gets 6%, he's giving you 3% or 2% or 1%, whatever.
I see.
You guys have negotiated.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's just like ads. You just put. Well, we'll talk about it more with Voss.
Yeah.
What about NBA playoffs, man?
Dude, I mean, I've been watching the Hawks play.
You know I'm going for the Hawks, right?
Shimmy Trey has been on fire. It sucks yesterday though because it looked like he
hurt his ankle or something, right?
He hurt his ankle with the. Did you see that? I think you were the one that posted the meme, right?
What
with the commission? There was a meme that said NBA commissioner. It was like, "Oh, Milwaukee needs to win this," and then the refs was like, "Say no more," and then they had the video of the ref with his foot there, and then Trey stepping back.
Nah, I didn't see that.
Yeah. I thought it was you that posted it. I guess not.
Nah. I'm going for the Hawks because they beat the best team in the East, and that's the Knicks. So if you can beat us, then you can beat any team in the NBA. That's just how I feel right now.
I'm glad you feel that way. Yeah.
You don't agree with me?
Absolutely not.
So who you going for? Who you think has a chance?
I'm gonna go for Atlanta.
Yeah. Why? Because of Trey Young?
Yeah. I think he's a superstar now. So.
Wow, yeah. He's a superstar. I like that. He reminds me.
Think so?
He reminds me of Curry, right? Like he's like a
young Curry in the early days.
Yeah, just like that 2.0. He's not Curry exactly. I think Curry still has more experience, but just seeing him develop his game, like this dude, his mentality, like he's really got a killer mentality. Yeah. So I like Atlanta. I don't know. I've been saying that they're gonna win, but I don't know if they can beat the Bucks. The Bucks are pretty big. They got a lot of big guys there.
Yeah. And it seemed yesterday's game particularly, right? Once the Bucks started, passing the ball and everybody else started stepping up other than Giannis, like they
were balling. And then the what do you call it? The rebounding. Like they were rebounding over these guys, getting second possession, third possession. So it was
absolutely.
I mean, people are saying that the Suns is gonna win. They're going for Chris Paul because Chris Paul is older, and this is probably his only chance of getting the chip. They got a pretty solid team. I mean, you got Devin Booker, who Stephen A. Smith said is the next Kobe. He reminds him of Kobe.
Wow.
They got a pretty solid team. So let's see what happens, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad for this finals, by the way.
Oh, because LeBron's not in it?
We don't got no LeBron.
Yeah.
I was going for the Nets, kind of, but we got no KD, right? So it is what it is. So now, and all the teams, they haven't won.
KD was playing. It was Kyrie.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So all the teams, I think none of them won a championship. So this will be the first time if any of the teams wins that they win a chip.
So it makes it interesting to watch,
Yeah.
So,
I mean, even though it was a kind of a sucky year because all the superstars were hurt, even the ones that played are still like banged up.
Yeah, absolutely. Josh says Atlanta needs something after losing that Super Bowl. Shake my head. That's true. Mason says Jay and Ant put in PTO sounds like a dream job.
Yeah, dudes is on some summer hours, man. Summer hours is different, man.
Yeah.
When it's 90 something degrees.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Martinez, you could watch the replay after. You heard?
Mr. Martinez. I think he don't watch sports, so that's why he's saying that.
Oh, okay. All right, well. Does anybody play today or tomorrow?
If Atlanta played yesterday,
don't the Suns play today?
I think they do. Let me see.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway.
Well, that series is over. That series is 3-1.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the Clippers. Yeah, they play tonight and right now, 9 p.m.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
I see that.
I mean, unless they can pull a 3-1 comeback, which we've seen before.
True.
Can be tough though, man.
Word. So yeah, all right. Thank you everybody that's here. We got the word of the day.
Yes, we do. I actually got this off a Shaolin song.
Oh, you were listening to Shaolin?
Yeah, I was listening. All right, so here's what happened.
Uh-oh.
Loso went and made this wild tweet and said that Shaolin over Royce, the 5'9". Yeah, he said Royce, and then people were trolling him for that. Like, which Royce, right? Prince Royce? Mm-hmm. Royce who, right? But he said Shaolin, he's like, he said something like, with no all bias aside, Shaolin over Royce the 5'9", right? Shaolin is an incredible rapper, right? He's an incredible lyricist, in my opinion, right? In his lane, right? And what he does. But Royce is just a different animal. Yeah, Josh, I was just playing when I said that. When I said where's the lie, I was just trolling. Just to kind of get some dialogue. But anyway, so it reminded me of a song that Shaolin had, and I listened to that song. And the verse that he said, if something like if you're dealing with anxiety or anything like that, go back to Psalm 55:22. And that was like in the actual verse. And I was like, yo, that's a dope verse. So Psalm 55:22 says, cast your burden on the Lord and he will sustain you. He would never permit the righteous to be moved. Amen. So with that being said, I can't hear you, bro. What happened?
Oh, my bad. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you haven't already, we are on the journey to 1,000 subs. So help us get there. If you got your side channels or any other channel like my man Chef over here, make sure you subscribe, please. And for audio only listeners, thank you so much. Keep leaving those reviews. We got a couple these past weeks. So if you haven't already, leave a review for us. It helps us out and pushes the show to more people. Don't forget, this Wednesday, we have a chop shop with Lavoisier Cornerstone, a.k.a. Voss. We're going to be talking about real estate. So get your questions ready or anything about real estate that you want to know, investing in it. We're going to be here 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time. So make sure you keep it locked. And we'll be seeing you on Wednesday. So, peace.
Peace.
Hey, another thing, don't forget to get your merch at that'snotchristian.com.
I like that remix ending.
Right? You like that. Go get your merch. Peace.
Peace.